Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Today, we want to take in some of the smaller things, some roadside attractions, our real passion, getting on that road in America, seeing little fun things. I mean, yes, we love museums, we love amusement parks, but sometimes you just want to see
what there is to see.
Giant Amish man behind you.
That's definitely to see.
And there are a lot of other weird stuff like that. Here in Lancaster County, we're going to show you some classic foods that you could get in the area. We're staying at an old motor court style hotel. We're going to show you that. And we're going to just have a day exploring this area and telling you about it. Hopefully you like that kind of thing. Maybe you're thinking about coming to Lancaster County yourself. And like, what cool roadside statues should I go to? Where should I get some interesting pastries? This video is for you then. And if you like that, we don't mind if you like the video. And if you're into Americana, kitsch, roadside attractions, and you haven't done it yet, you always could subscribe to our channel. Over 600 videos now live on our channel. More coming day by day. Comment down below. Do you and your family ever come to Lancaster County for vacation? And if you do, what is your favorite attraction to go to? But I think it's time to do this. Step right up. Let's go for this ride. And like I said, we're starting next to this giant fiberglass Amish gentleman outside of Hershey Farm Resort. And he didn't always stand here. He actually stood at Zinn's Diner in the town of Denver, Pennsylvania. And what I like about him is he was sculpted by a man named Shutt. That gentleman, Shutt, he did a lot of sculptures I like. We've seen his work all over. From on Long Island, we have Big Chief Lewis out at Massapequa, to sadly a closed roadside attraction, which was Roadside America off Route 78 when you're coming more past Allentown, driving from New Jersey across the state. They had two Amish guys out there. He made that. We once went to the Weightlifting Hall of Fame. There was a weightlifter there. His statues are all throughout this because just south of where we're staying is the town of Strasburg, and his studio was in that town. Big Amos, you can see the barefoot Amish gentleman. He has no shoes on. Made of fiberglass. He's been around since the 60s. 15 feet tall. Just greeting guests here every day. We figured Big Amos is a good starting point. And you're like, wait. Fraud's studio is down the road. Are there any of his other sculptures around? If you said that, you know where I'm thinking. Next stop's right up the road, and it's another one of his statues. And then I think it's time for a tasty treat. A little bit north of where we started the video is Katie's Kitchen, authentic Amish cooking. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, Tuesday through Saturdays. And in front of that, we have a barefoot boy holding a twisted, swirled ice cream, vanilla chocolate, and his two friends, the pigs. One riding in a wheelbarrow, eating a banana split. The other about to chomp down on a burger. This here is another one of Rodman Shutt's sculptures. I love the pigs. I love the ice cream. It's so playful. It's so fun. Look at that pig about to bite into a hamburger. He's like, I know hamburgers aren't made out of pork, even though the word's ham. I could eat this. Yum, 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 yum. And see that face right there? See the face of this pig? That is the face I make whenever I get a banana split. He is so full of joy. Gonna devour it like it's a trough of food. You can actually see where some of the sculpture is worn away, and we can see the fiberglass, what looks like a wood skeleton underneath it. And in case you don't know my wife, you see her already running in. We're at Achenbach's Pastries since 1954, home of the Long John. When we were coming to Lancaster County, Joy, she loves sweets, and she was like, could we go get a Long John? I'm like, what is it? She's like, it's a pastry. And I was like, oh, okay. I just heard, if you have too many Long Johns, you get a sticky ring. I kid. But anything that we could get traditional pastries and try something new, we go. Because nothing says I love you like a Long John. Oh, look at the pastries. These are the Long Johns. I think we're gonna get a vanilla and a chocolate. And one to bring home with us. A little plushie. They even have king cakes. This is the king of all king cakes. Look at that tiered king cake tower. We came to get what they were known for, but I have to say, their whoopie pies, this upside down pineapple cake, pumpkin roll. All this stuff looks yummy here. That is so delicious. I personally don't love pastries that much because I find sometimes the dough itself is too sweet. The dough itself is very nice and the frosting is sweet, so it balances really good.
Good with the chocolate?
Mm-hmm. Bite into that vanilla Long John. I'm documenting your first Long John experience. Oh yeah. All serious though, these things are delicious. This spot is a stop to go to.
This really is good. Because like you were saying, the pastry itself, not sweet, but the frosting is enough like sweetness onto it.
Yeah. Nice cup of coffee or tea, go beautiful with this. And next spot, Immigrant. Hand-rolled soft pretzels. In my opinion, when you think of the Pennsylvania Dutch, you think of soft pretzels. I know what you're thinking. You're like, wait, Dutch, I think of tulips. I think of wooden clogs. For pretzels, I think more about Germans. Well, that's actually right, because it's not the Pennsylvania Dutch, it's the Pennsylvania Deutsch. People just say Pennsylvania Dutch. And when Deutsch is Deutschland, which is Germany. That's why they have pretzels, and that's what we're gonna do. That's a little correction what people think the real name is. However, we are in the town of Intercourse, and I don't have anything to say. The name of the town is Intercourse. It's right down the road from Mount Joy. For a regular pretzel, Joy's getting a ham and cheese pretzel wrap. But we had a few minutes to wait for her ham and cheese, so I'm like, I have to try this. First bite, no mustard. Soft, a little crisp on the outside.
Second bite.
Salty.
Mustard.
This is why I come to Intercourse, Pennsylvania to eat pretzels. You can't beat it. Trust me. Come here. We finished our pretzel, and now Joy gets to have her ham and cheese pretzel roll up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
So cool.
It's the pretzel dough folded around the ham and cheese.
It just came out so it's so hot, but the pretzel with the ham and cheese, great combination. I would not change anything about it. It just gives it like a nice like added crunch to it.
When you squeeze, you see the cheese dripping.
Do not waste my cheese.
Oh man, that's good. So you have the salty, crispy pretzel. The ham gives a nice soft chew, but a good salt to it. But the cream of the cheese, the buttery texture of it, just balances it all out perfectly.
So delicious. I'm still running away. Not loud.
It reminds me of being a kid when you would have like a grilled cheese, ham and cheese sandwich. But with the pretzel on the side, like the flavors combined just work so well. Don't worry, Joy, just a little bite, last bite. Here's your pretzel, Joy, don't worry.
Mine.
Right on Route 30. The main road going into the heart of Lancaster, we have Dutch Haven, for Shoo-Fly Pie Bakery, the place that made Shoo-Fly Pie famous. And Shoo-Fly Pie should be famous. It is a molasses-based pie. It is delicious. But this spot, you're already stopping for a third food spot? Yes, we are. But this one is also a roadside attraction. Because Dutch Haven has a windmill and Amish stuff. Going down the road, you talk about buildings that are supposed to catch your attention that you want to stop in. This is that building. This draws my attention. I need to stop. I need to go see what Shoo-Fly Pie is about. And you should too. But that's why we came here to show it to you. You can get some Amish furniture. Mail a card from Dutch Haven. Wow. Just look at this cool store. All your souvenir needs. Some fun stuff that you wouldn't think of a beach scene here in Lancaster. Like stuff I never even knew I needed. I need a lobster toilet paper holder. They even gave us a sample of Shoo-Fly Pie. You see, so it's molasses with the crumble on top.
And a cute little whipped cream top.
This stuff's so delicious. All kind of things you could get here, from compasses to rough minerals. People wonder why I love Lancaster County so much. All your jarred needs. I come, and when they have the taste testing this spot, this isn't right here, but whenever we see preserves and jams and you're able to do taste testing, I always end up going home with like 20 of them that just sit on the shelf or in the fridge and never get eaten. They don't have my size, but this shirt is awesome. Maryland has crabs, but Pennsylvania has intercourse. Look at all the great food. We're definitely getting a piece of Shoo-Fly Pie, oatmeal whoopie pie, and genuine Amish style root beer. She did it all for the whoopie pie, so she could take that cookie, whoopie pie, and stick it in her mouth. It's good. Oatmeal and delicious.
Cinnamon and oatmeal. Yummy center.
Mm-hmm. And you already saw me try it inside. It's just as good. That's why I got a pie. And I could have showed you just a free sample, but I'm sticking to it. It is good. And root beer. It almost tastes like real beer mixed with root beer. It's tasty though. Who would think I love root beer? I mean, I don't know. Get the root beer. We've already seen a windmill-shaped building. There are other buildings shaped like fun spots here. Mm-hmm. Now, we aren't staying at this hotel. We're actually staying right across the street, both on the corner of Route 30, which, if you don't know, is the Lincoln Highway, a road that starts in Times Square, New York, ends in San Francisco, California, cuts right through the middle of Pennsylvania, and right in this state, nowhere near water, we have the Fulton Steamboat Inn. That's right. This ship, we can see the stacks on top, is shaped like an old paddle boat. Even has lifeboats on top in case something goes wrong and it sinks. They're like, how could it sink? Well, that's because going around back, there is even a moat that goes around parts of this hotel. Now, we're gonna go inside, just check out quickly inside, but another trip. Would you be interested if me and Joy come here and spend the night and give you a full grand tour of the Fulton Steamboat Inn? If you are, comment down below. We're gonna go check it out. Then we're gonna run across the street, check into our hotel, drop off some bags, and call it a day, and give you a quick tour of that hotel, which is an old school family-owned motor court. Has a good rating. We'll see how it is. If you're looking for a spot to stay, we'll see if we can recommend it or not. It doesn't say guest registration, passenger registration, because it's a boat. And it looks like really nice hallways. Nautical theme continues on doors. What would you say to a drunken sailor? It looks like the third floor is the sun deck. This spot really is nice. I want to stay on a steamboat, Joy. Even have a rooftop deck. I'm standing on the bow of the ship. I'm the king of the steamboat. And tonight we are staying at Weather Vane Motor Court. Classic old motor court style.
I got faith in you.
Is it supposed to be that one too?
You probably locked the top
I
one.
did. Shut up.
There you go.
Very classic looking. Let's get some lights on here. Ah, got a refrigerator, microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just looks like a classic old school motor court. But I'll tell you what. Heat's on.
He's on. It's actually not bad. It's
TV.
like TV. Space.
Bed looks clean.
I hear echoing. That's how much space I feel like we have.
And the most important thing is it looks clean.
It does.
All right. I haven't spent the night on the bed, but it looks good. Mm-hmm. And that means we made it to the bed. We saw some roadside attractions, a bunch of Rodman Shutt sculptures, ate a lot of good food here through Lancaster County. I think we could call it
I think so.
a day looking at roadside attractions here in Lancaster County. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels
Goodies.
and live life. Man, you want to know the best way to get a lady? With a long john. You always get your wish when you go fish with a long john.